I'm gonna continue driving home to LA now, and it's been like a really short trip. I always wanted to just move on and move out and live in the big city. The place I moved to first was New York, and then I eventually ended up in LA, and I love it there. I miss it. Personally, for me, it has everything I've ever wanted in a city, big city, lots of people, lots of creativity, the beach, the mountains, day trips. You can change your environment within a 2 hours drive in any direction. And it's a really special place for me, so I really miss it. Even though I've only been gone for 3 days, it feels longer. Anyways, I'm sure you guys can relate. On the drive home, my favorite place to stop is Casa de Fruta. It's a really cute place that you don't really see very often, especially if you live in a city like Los Angeles.
Now turn right.
I mean, for example, what do you think this is? Yeah, I've never really seen anything like that. It looks kind of like a tractor. Not sure. There's this. That's so interesting. There's a little motor or engine, but then it's on this little trailer thing. Some wheels. Now I have no idea what that is. This little bar that comes down into this little tube thing. And this other tube thing. Piece of machinery here. Obviously, I grew up in a city, so I have no idea what this really is. But it looks like it definitely is something that kind of works with the soil. I also don't know what this is. When I was growing up, I used to live in these apartment complexes that had this fence in back and had like a really big field. And there was a truck kind of like this where all the kids would come and play and kind of climb all over it. It was like an abandoned truck in an orchard. And I remember it used to have cherry trees everywhere. And we would just climb the doors like this and look into the window. Anyways, it was so spooky. We used to think it was haunted. This truck. Yeah, like we would make up stories of how like the farmer who worked at the orchard was chopping wood. And rumors has it that he chopped his leg and he bled to death, and that his ghost haunted the field. So we would always just freak out every time we see this truck. Scary bedtime story, but you know, kids have great imagination. I mean, so cute, right? Such an interesting place. So yeah, definitely a row of tractors. On the road home, I used to always think about this one tree that used to be, that's the one on the stretch of freeway. When I was 19, I was in a relationship and we used to drive up and down the coast once in a while from San Francisco to LA. And I would imagine that tree being symbolic of our relationship because it was like the first relationship I've ever had when I was 19. Anyways, that tree's still here. On the right-hand side is the San Luis Obispo Reservoir. I have really fond memories of this place. I used to stop my car and just sit there with my journal and write next to the reservoir. Was always a dreamer, still am till this day. Doing another stop. Man, it's cold here. It's 48 degrees and kind of foggy. Anyways, gonna take a little pit stop. It's a cute little area if you have a little dog. I think they allow you to let it run around here. This place definitely makes you feel like you're in a Western. During the quick break, I was just practicing Japanese. I was working on the te forms. So the te form has a lot of different meanings. I use like a basic word like tabe te kudasai, which means please eat. It's used for a soft command. It can also mean a few other things like tabete imas, which means I am eating right now, or something like that's a habit, like sushi, tabete imas, which means I eat sushi all the time. The other one is kite imas, which means I'm wearing something on the top, like a t-shirt, and haite imas, which means I'm wearing something on the bottom, like jeans or shoes. I also dabbled in the New York accent today, like take the car, go to New York, get me some coffee and water. So it's a little bit for forward and down, like pulling on a goatee, like forward and down. You gotta go out and earn some money, you know? You gotta earn some money, earn some respect, because no one's gonna respect you unless you go out and earn some money. That don't mean nothing. I mean, seriously, it don't mean nothing. Well, my birthday's in August, so me and the boys and the goyles, we's going out. We's going out to the bars. We're gonna go get some beers. You coming or what? Cause I've been waiting for a while.